Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. I'm not saying that you'll ever draw this illusion, but it's going to teach you some tools. And if you kind of look at this and try to count the black dots, I hope that shows up on your screen. When you look over here, these become black. This one's really easy to draw. We're going to take a 1/2 inch block, 0.5. We're going to go ahead and fill it in with black. Let me zoom in here. And I'm going to set my nudge factor on 0.6. No, I'm going to set my nudge factor on 1 inch. I'm going to Control D and make a duplicate, just one more. And because these are equal, I can hit the plus key. No, I need to change my nudge factor now to 0.5 because I want them the same. So hit the plus key and go downwardly several times. Now what we're going to do, I'm not going to add the lines till later. So this is, well, you know what, I'm going to use the line. So start moving it, hold down, get us 2-point line. And like I said, unless you have grandkids and you just want to print this off. So then I'm going to set this right on top. And then I'm going to Control D and move that line down. Now, there's no way to really grab a layer of blocks without hitting the line. But if you hold down your Alt key, you know what I need to do? I need to set my nudge factor on like 0.1. Hold down the Alt key and select those and move those over. Don't really have to do anything to the next one. Skip one and go the opposite way. Skip one and go the other way. So it's an optical illusion, and it makes the line look thinner and thicker, but you know they're not because we drew them. Now the other one's a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to say it one more time. The main reason I like drawing this, but two, maybe you'll get an idea. So we're going to turn that into black, and we're going to set our nudge factor on 0.6. We just want a little gap. I'm not going to make it quite as big. See, now we got a gap between them. Now, here's a good trick. If you select it all, you know what? I'm going to group them together, Control G. Then if we select all these, hold down the Shift key and double click on your rotation or your rectangle. Let's move that out of the way. Let's change our nudge factor like to 5 inches. And let's move that box out of the way and fill it in with a gray. Now I'm going to take away the outline, but I'm going to Gaussian blur it. I think it's going to help the illusion. Just a little bit. You know, like right in there. Now I'm going to just move it back over. Go up to Object, Order, back a page. Wow. Let me put these on the front of the page and see what it does. Huh. You know what? Maybe I can't Gaussian blur it. Okay, let's just put it back and let's smart fill it with a gray. That's how I did the first one. I thought I was going to be a little smarter. And let's just smart fill that in because it's leaking. It leaks everywhere. Now let's see if we can Gaussian blur it. Go to Effect, Blur, Gaussian blur. Yes, and hit OK. Now we know to draw this little ellipse. And we're going to zoom in here and draw an ellipse about the size of we need to go a little bit bigger. So I'm going to get it more in the center first, and then I'm going to hold down the Shift key and, well, come on. Sometimes you have to grab off of it. Hold down the Shift key and make it larger. Now we're going to make that white. Take away the outline. Go up to Gaussian blur. For some reason, I played around with this for a little bit, and when I blurred them, the effect was a little bit better. I would just want a little bit of a blur. Now, if you remember, our nudge factor was 0.5. So now we can, whoa, you don't need to hit the calculator. Oh, I put it on 5 inches, 0.5. Well, 0.6, I forgot about the gap. Well, evidently I hit the wrong key. Let me back up here. Control D. Okay, let's move it at the same amount. Control D. Control D, Control D. Well, what is the deal? I'm going to hit the plus key this time. Okay. Okay. So now I can grab those. I'm going to go ahead and group them Control plus, Control G, Control D, and move them down. Now, maybe I should have made it bigger, but I can already see it. If you looked right there, the dots, they look like black dots, and when you kind of look away, they turn away. This was the earlier version, and it really works. Maybe I didn't blur. Yeah, I blurred it pretty good. Maybe it's a little bit on size too. But anyway, like I want to say it one more time, I don't ever expect you to draw this, but you might have learned some tools on moving stuff around. Anyway, hope that helped just a little bit. Thank you for watching.